Alright, as a 100% PNT veteran with PTSD, the changes I made to my life to protect myself. When I realized I started losing control, I mean, losing complete control. One, I can no longer have contact with the public. Two, the car is going to be sold in 2 years, replacing transportation with Uber. I will never drive again. I permanently, voluntarily took myself off the road permanently. That was completely my idea and my plan. That way, utilizing Uber, strictly Uber, to do the thing, the four things I gotta do per week for a few hours. There's no contact with the outside world. Period. It's straight to the workout, straight back to the house. And when we're at the workout, my martial arts, we're doing class. Like, it's not a social event. It's just we're gonna go in there, we're gonna do this whole class, learn whatever it is we have to learn. As soon as I'm done with that, I call my Uber and I Uber back straight back to the house. There's literally nothing else going on in my life on purpose. I am married. I literally need no one else. If I need help, I have a wife for assistance. I pay all of the bills. She does the housework. I help her with some of this stuff in here and make sure the bills are paid and everybody's financially okay in here. That's my job, is running the finances. So by cutting the contact with the outside world completely, it eliminates a lot of the PTSD episodes. I had an incident in Dunkin' Donuts, and was not my fault. But fortunately for me, I had a really good police officer that I called 911 and let them know, hey, I'm having a PTSD episode. They sent me a police officer at my request, and he was really good at de-escalation. He got me calmed down, made sure I was good to good to call my Uber so I can go back home, right? So I told him I wasn't driving, that I needed to call Uber, and he agreed to that and sent me on my way. So after that incident, let me tell you what happened. I was paying my bill on my phone, and the only thing I'm thinking about, I'm gonna go ahead and get this bill paid. I came into Dunkin' Donuts not to buy food, not to buy drinks. I went to use the bathroom because I had to go to the bathroom really bad. So I was forced to go to Dunkin' Donuts to relieve myself. And I decided, you know what, let me go ahead and sit down, open the app on my phone, and pay my bill. Guess what happened when I decided to pay this bill? This woman that I have no idea who it is, came up to me and asked me if I wanted her drink. I was like, ma'am, this is a safety issue. I said, I'm not going to take that from you, and I'm definitely not drinking it. I said, if I wanted that, I can buy that fresh with the money that I have. I don't need to take anything from you, and I don't know you. Keep in mind, I'm 100% PNT disabled for military sexual assault. I'm tired of strangers walking up on me, male or female. I'm tired. I'm not fucking interested in anything that you have to fucking say to me. If you're not my wife, please leave me the fuck alone. Because if you're not my wife, I am not interested in anything that's going on with you. Especially when you're trying to suggest something to me that it could potentially be dangerous to my health. I don't even know what's in that cup. So I was like, no. I had to tell her no 3 fucking times. Oh my fucking god. I went the holy motherfuck off on her ass in the middle of Dunkin' Donuts. And I like my rage, it turned into the Incredible Hulk type of rage. I mean, I was pissed. I called the police on myself, and I called 911 on myself because I knew if I had lost control any further than that, the furniture would have got slung across the room, is what was going to happen next. I just something in my mind said call 911 right now, because I was going to fucking go ape shit in the middle of fucking Dunkin' Donuts. It was time to Hulk out. Okay, I was pissed the hell off. Before that happened, I called 911, let them know, hey, I'm 100% PNT vet with PTSD. I need assistance right now. I'm having a medical issue with my PTSD. I told them what the lady tried to do. I told her, I said no 3 times. I told her, leave me the hell alone. She kept on harassing me. And freaking dude, I was trying to defend myself, but like, dude, I can't even get angry, not even a little bit. Like that's an emotion that I cannot ever experience again in my life. That's the reason. That's the reason for the video games. It's not because I'm lazy. It's because I am trying to keep my emotions in control. The video games, the movies, all the relaxation stuff happens in here. The social media. If I need to talk to people, I do it through a screen. So all my social stuff is on social media through a screen. That way, I don't have meltdowns. That way, I can pick and choose who I want to interact with. So being able to pick and choose who you want to interact with, um, online, it's a lot better than some random person that's trying to sabotage you or do something to you. Um, because you can choose who you want to see, and the people that you don't want to see, you can just block them. So that works for my PTSD. So social media is my uh, is the way to go for me. Um, I don't desire to have friends. I don't desire to go out. I don't desire to party. I don't drink alcohol. I I'm into physical fitness. Um, so I gotta eat right, put the right things in my body, don't abuse my body, and I have limitations as far as the PTSD is concerned. So I cannot be aggravated in any way. I cannot get angry, and I have to do everything in my power to maintain that control. The car is gone in 2 years. I'm selling that in 2 years. So there's no more contact with the outside world at all. Top priority is peace. That's it. That's the reason why I do martial arts. That's the reason why I do all my video games, my movies, my Netflix, because I plan to have a peaceful life for the rest of my life. And I'm done with this outside world. When this area is, as far as when you're inside your house, is not that bad. But when you live here in Houston, Texas, especially in this area, and you go outside, just right outside, if you were to go to the Jack in the Box or the Chinese restaurant, the homeless population in this city, in this part of the city, is ridiculous. Like, I have to go outside with my wife. I cannot go outside by myself. They sleep on the concrete outside the businesses out here. So when we go out we went to the donut, another different donut shop. My wife was with me at the time. Thank God my wife was with me. And he came to me to ask me for money in the middle of the donut shop while we were waiting on our breakfast. I had to go the fuck off on this dude. I was like, I know you're not asking me for money. And I told him, I said, you know what? This lady, my wife, is the only person that gets my money. You're not getting shit, sir. And I almost had to get up in his face because he would not leave us alone until he realized I was willing to challenge him and prepare to defend myself. When I showed him that I was not afraid of him, he backed way the fuck down. He didn't even escalate because all I had to do was establish dominance and show him who the dominant male is. And as soon as I established dominance and showed him that I am not playing, he immediately backed off, backed down, and immediately started backing up and exited the store. I didn't have to do anything to him. I just merely showed him that I was not afraid of him, and certain things might have happened if he had persisted, because he came and asked me for money. That's crazy, dude. I don't even know you, and you're asking strangers for money when they're trying to order breakfast. And this is not even outside. He came inside the store. My blood pressure at this point is escalating. At this point, this is not some homeless guy on the side of the street. If he was on the side of the street and did that, I might not have felt that much anger, because they have a right to stand up outside. They have a right to do that. Okay, you can't do anything to them for that. They have freedom of speech for the First Amendment. If they standing on the median and ask for money like that, I probably would ignore it and just keep walking. That would probably be my reaction. However, I was waiting for breakfast and he came inside the store, so it changes things a little bit. So that's the reason why I had the reaction that I had. I was like, how dare you? I said, can we not have this moment in peace, in peace, to where my wife is hungry, I'm trying to feed her, and you're fucking harassing us for what? Like literally, that was my thought process. So I had to take a deep breath, establish dominance, but try my best to not lose control of my faculties. Thankfully, he didn't push it enough for me to completely get to the point where I lost control. This is the reason why I can't get angry, because it'll eventually get there. I can't do it. You see, my wife is, I don't have problems with my wife, because my wife knows what's going on with me, and she is respectful, and she's a kind person, so she knows how to deal with people. So when people deal with my wife, they don't get angry. She don't. She does not trigger that emotion with anybody, because she knows how to talk to people. So she's used to dealing. She's used to taking care of old people, uh, in a nursing home and stuff. So she knows how to talk to people, and she just has that type of personality that everybody loves her. That's the type of person she is. So she can get along with anybody. Okay, that's just who my wife is. So she was the perfect woman to marry. All right, I'm out of here.